Hey bosses, what's up? To Boss here. Once again, I'll try and get to boss 1 and Left 4 Dead's up as soon as I can. Anyway, we're up against Resto Shaman and Double Rogue. This was our first time playing them, and I have a video of beating them once or twice. However, I'm going to show a few of our mistakes against them. We had no idea what this comp was at first and didn't know what to open, so we sap Shaman, and I'm just trying to find a Rogue here. I couldn't find one since they went around backside, so we opened Shaman dumb enough. As you can see, they open, both the rogues open on our priest and pop everything and force paints up in the opener here on him. So he has to trinket as well, since they're doing so much damage to him, it's just insane. So we're peeling the rogues here, who both trinketed the breath, and I put one into a full blind. I could not sap off the blind, however, because we've got a Frost Nova and put him into combat, and that pretty much just screwed up our CC on that rogue. However, so now they have paints up and trinket out of our priest, and they're just swapping on our mage to get cooldowns out of him, while DR's reset on our priest. As you can see here, we're doing some pretty insane damage to the first rogue. However, he's fine as he cloaks, walks out of my bomb, and gets NS healed. So at this point in the game, they're just playing defensive until they're topped off and waiting for all the DRs to fall off our priest. As you can see, they instantly swap back into our priest with a full cheap shot, and they're dancing, both of them. As I dance here and cheap both of them, they're on DR for cheaps. As you can see, Dragon's Breath was merely a second because they're both on DR. Due to Gouge being a disorient, just like Dragon's Breath, it's on DR entirely and I have no chance to gouge at all, and I can only put them in half kidneys here, or actually 1/4 kidneys. So at this point our priest just goes down. Opening Shaman just allowed them to get the pressure they wanted on our healer in the opener, and we shouldn't have done that. We really need to open on a rogue, or we're definitely going to lose. Our hero playing up against the same team, however this map's a lot better seeing they can't really go around like a backside and open on our priest without us knowing. So I'm just running around spamming my sap macro hoping to find one of the rogues, and what do you know, as you see here, I see one of the rogues pop up on my screen and I get a sap on him. Shaman's still in their spawn, so I'm not going to worry about getting a sap on him. I just want to open on one of the rogues and get as much damage as I can. He trinkets my opener and I just swap to the other rogue to try and get some shivs on him and peels. Knowing this rogue has no trinket left, we're just putting out as much pressure as we can in the opener. They're still globaling our priest with just the two of them. This rogue goes down into cheat death zone, no trinket, and he slowed in one of our bombs. I trinket the blind. I should not have done that, seeing I wanted to get a kill, because I saw the rogue was low. Now my priest is put into a full blind, he has no trinket left, and I'm stuck in a full kidney, in a bomb, getting blown up by two rogues, pretty much just popping everything on me. My priest shouldn't have trinketed as well as I should not have trinketed, so they pretty much just got a kill on me there because of our lack of saving our trinkets. Alright, this game we're up against FMP. We're really going to want to open on the priest and get some cooldowns out of him, and then probably do a swap onto the mage. Mage or priest are the main targets on this team, especially for RMP, since Druid can just bear form and bark skin pretty much any stun. So as you can see, the Druid and the mage open on my priest. I open solo on their priest as Joker runs over to go Dragon's Breath both and peel them off our priest. As you can see, we get Trink out of the mage and Druid, and then Joker's right back onto the priest with me. I trinket the Dragon's Breath knowing that we're going to get a lot of pressure out here. However, I'm putting the endless CC chains with clones, etc. Their priest has used Pain Sup already and Inner Focus, so I call to stay on their priest, seeing he has absolutely nothing left outside of Trinket. And as you see, he just wastes his Trinket on a half stun, which was a horrible idea. So now that the priest has used pretty much every cooldown, I call a swap onto the mage. The priest is LOS of the mage, not even able to put a bubble on him, and pretty much just healing himself. Now that the mage is finally back in LOS of the priest, we have full fear on the druid, who can't peel at all whatsoever. A full lockout on the priest, and their mage is just hard casting Evo in my face, which I end up kicking. Master spell on the block, and the priest is getting endless CC chains on him. The druid finally gets back out of all the CC we put on him and is trying to CC me off entirely. Falling out of the clone, I go to Shadow Step kick the priest. He ends up juking me though, and I see I still have blind. Full blind on the priest, and we keep tunneling that mage. Another short clone, and the druid's popping Trank, just trying to keep his damn mage alive, but the mage just ends up going down. Alright, this game we're up against a mirror RMP. I'm making my way over to get a sap on the priest and let Joker get in position so we get an opener on the priest. However, I'm spamming sap macro just to be safe, and as you can see, the rogue and I find each other, and we put each other into sap. Their mage, ironically enough, is right next to me as well. He could have just Frost Nova'd me out while the rogue didn't have to get in trouble with the sap. However, I sit the sap, and then we open on the priest regardless. The priest is LOS, and I get feared off entirely. At this point in the game, I see the priest has the upper hand on position-wise, as my priest is standing in the open. So I call a swap, and this rogue is pretty much just sitting on me right now. So I'm just trying to make my way slowly over to the mage while hitting the rogue. I'm finally able to connect for the first time in this game, seeing I was just chasing the mage mindlessly while the rogue was sitting me. However, I dance and pop all my cooldowns, and the priest's life grips it, so now I'm just trying to catch back up on the mage. A full sheep on the priest here, Night Cloak not wanting to be put into any CC. Put the half sap on the priest here while the mage blocks. The mage is solo, the priest has to trinket the half sap. Otherwise he's risking the mass spell on the mage and being just two-shot there. So the priest did the right thing, it seems like, and I can get a full blind on the priest here now. Dealing with all the damn peels put on me, I finally land that full blind on the priest, and we're just hitting the mage once again, who has absolutely nothing left at this point. Full sheep here lands on the priest as he comes out of the blind, and that secures the win as the mage goes down. For this game we're playing up against an older comp, WLS Warrior Lock Shaman. Our main target's going to be the Shaman and the Lock. The Warrior has too many defenses and we can't leave a Lock free casting the entire game. We're going to put a sap on the Warlock and open on the Shaman regardless if he has or shield or not, just because we want to try and get some opening pressure and force cooldowns out of their team. Joker's telling us he's ready to do a Dragon's Breath on all three, but he's waiting for our Priest to Zerg and get that fear. As you can see, Tremor's used and Dragon's Breath is used right after and put onto the Warrior and Warlock. The Warrior, knowing his Shaman is in grave danger, he trinkets instantly, and now we know that we could put him into a full blind, or swap to him in the future. As you can see here, I'm spamming my global for bomb, but I get coiled off instantly. The Shaman's so low that he needs to link, but for some reason, he just doesn't have the time to link, and he just ends up going down from all of Joker's dot. As always, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to throw it a thumbs up, and if you have any friends that are interested in some WoW gameplay / commentary, go ahead and send them to my channel. Thanks again for watching.